Hello traders, good afternoon. My name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report where we will try to look for decent trading occasions. And my dear traders, we do have a Black Friday, so we'll try to look for decent trading occasions, right? Hopefully market has something for us. After today's daily analytical report, we will have a live trading session, and I do have 4 positions opened, so a lot for me, because as you probably know, I'm limiting myself to 4 positions a week maximum. And this exact amount of trades I do have right now. So you shouldn't be surprised that I have those positions open, because if you follow daily analytical report, you know that for the past few days I was telling you that many instruments ended sideways trends and they are starting new trends. Here I use this opportunity for trading. I will show you that on live trading session. Now let's look at the calendar. Well, Americans are back on trading, but after Thanksgiving, the volatility is much lower, and most of them are having holidays. So we shouldn't expect any fireworks today on the market. Luckily, we do have those trading signals from the past few days, so the movement just continued. Let me show you. Well, we are still, from the fundamental point of view, we are still influenced by the dovish Fed, dovish FOMC. So traders are now decreasing the chances for rate hikes in 2018. That is why American dollar is much lower. Right now, American dollar is losing against many currencies. That being said, let me show you what will happen next week. But let me filter only like the most important data. On Monday, usually we don't have anything interesting. The same will be next week. On Tuesday, bank stress test results for UK. I'm sorry. Just a second, please. And we do have a speech from Bank of Canada Governor, Mr. Polos. Mr. Polos, definitely influencing Canadian dollar. On Wednesday, OPEC meeting. Ahead of the OPEC meeting, oil is heading higher. And GDP from US and personal consumption expenditures will be also important. On Thursday, it will be CPI from Eurozone. Also, we will have consumption expenditure price index from US. And on Friday, important day for Canadian dollar and American dollar as well. So the calendar, well, we can see a lot of data, but it's not that packed. It's not that packed. Definitely busier than this week, but not that much. So that being said, let me show you the Black Fridays occasions on the market. And we'll start with the instruments that I mentioned on the Trading Sniper video here. Here is euro dollar. We start with euro dollar. Well, you know that I don't like euro dollar very much, but recently we do have some nice movements on it. Euro dollar, the main pair, is moving very technically. So let's spend some time on euro dollar because we do have some good trading occasions there. What we do have here is, you know, this denied head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder, then a breakout of the neckline, double bottom formation, then a breakout of the upper line of the flag. That's denial of the sell signal. That's triggering of a buy signal. And then after that, we had a bearish, we had a bullish flag, so a positive flag. Well, flag was going down, but that's normal in an uptrend. After that, we broke the upper line of the flag, so the buy signal was confirmed, and then we headed to 1.1860 resistance. This resistance got broken today, but we do have a small reversal here. The thing is that still the price is putting high pressure on this resistance, and the price is still relatively high, which shows us that positive sentiment is still there. Traders are not using this level much for take profit action, and most probable scenario here is a bullish breakout. The thing is that as long as we stay above the black line, the sentiment is definitely positive and the price should be aiming higher. So next week we should see the price above this resistance, and that's the current sentiment. Especially like if we can do that actually. Why not? Here, here, here. That's the old story, right? That's the old story. What's the new story here? What's that? Left shoulder. And here is a head. And here is the right shoulder. So that's the inverse head and shoulder formation. And, well, we can say, for example, here, a breakout of the midterm downtrend line. We can leave it. Let's mark the proper neckline. So this is a neckline, this is a horizontal neckline as well, depending if we'll use shadows or not. The price is above all those levels. There is an inverse head and shoulder formation, so we should see a nice upswing here. This is the most probable scenario. Euro to Japanese yen. Euro to Japanese yen is our next occasion, is our next setup on the market. We were observing this for a long time, and you can see that since the end of September, the price was defending this horizontal support. And sellers were attacking this support many times, but they couldn't close the candle below this support. Finally, it happened here. It happened 2 days ago. It happened on Wednesday, which triggered a sell signal. But the price reversed, and that reversal was a false breakout. Well, that was a false breakout. That was a proof of the false breakout. And false breakouts usually are signals for a strong movement in the opposite direction. So according to this false breakout, the price should be aiming higher in the next few days. And that's, well, I love false breakouts. I think that they work, that they are reliable trading signals. And after this, I think that the price should be aiming higher. Next instrument I have for you is a cable British pound to American dollar. What we do have here is a symmetric triangle pattern. Then after the breakout, we got a pennant. So buy signal here, pennant, buy signal here, then a wedge. Breakout of the upper line of the wedge. So we do have three technical patterns, And after every pattern, we got a buy signal. So buy, 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 buy again here, because that's a wedge. Wedge is a trend continuation pattern. Trend is bullish. And there is a buy signal even despite the fact that we are below this horizontal resistance on 1.333. What we should get after that is a well, buy signal will be confirmed once the price will close a day above the orange area. Currently, we do have a positive sentiment. The breakout looks like it's going to happen eventually. But for orthodox technical analysis, we need to see the price closing above this horizontal resistance. Australian dollar to American dollar, what we do have here is a continuation of this upswing created on a long-term uptrend line. And this inverse head and shoulder formation, breakout of the neckline, the price was aiming the midterm downtrend line here. And 38.2 Fibonacci. So far, it's used as a resistance. We are not surprised. 38.2 was a strong support here. It's a strong resistance right now. There's a midterm downtrend line which works as a resistance. So we're not surprised that price exactly broke and bounced here. Here is our checkpoint. Checkpoint shows us that once the price will get there, that will be a buy signal. As long as the price is below this line, there is no buy signal. So we do have long-term uptrend line here, which may be used for a long-term upswing, but as long as we stay below 38.2, buyers should not think about upswings here, because there is still midterm downtrend line, there is still midterm bearish sentiment here. Kiwi. What do we have on Kiwi? Is a false breakout below this horizontal support. We also do have denial of this flag formation. Flag was promoting a bearish breakout, but instead of that, we denied the flag. We came back above horizontal support. We broke the midterm downtrend line. So this looks like a buy signal. Maybe I will use a different color. So this looks like a buy signal. After this, the price should go much higher. That's what the price is telling me. I'm not a counter trader, so it's hard for me to admit that, especially that we broke down uptrend line, we made new yearly lows. But in the same time, I have to read the price action here, and the price action here tells me that there is a positive sentiment now. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar, the price broke horizontal support and created or a pennant or an inverse head and shoulder formation. Apparently it's an inverse head and shoulder formation because we broke the upper line of it, and now the price is creating this sideways trend. And the thing is that as long as we are in the sideways trend, that promotes the bullish upswing. Because we are below important resistance, right? When the price is having a sideways trend below resistance, that promotes a breakout. Like here on euro dollar, you see? This kind of movement. This kind of movement. The same we do have here, this kind of movement below the resistance. So due to the price action lows in price action, it promotes a breakout. There is no buy signal here yet. Buy signal will be created once the price will break that resistance, that and that resistance. So far, sellers can have hope, but the price action is telling us that we can have a bullish breakout here. So, next instrument is oil. We do have this we do have this positive sentiment on oil, which was expected, and that's the beauty of price action. So look at that. The price broke the horizontal resistance here, then used that as support, then made new long-term highs. So we are approaching the next week when we're gonna have an OPEC meeting in a positive mood on oil. Not much to add here. It was expected by us a few days ago. Actually, at the beginning of November even, because the price broke the resistance here. So it's being continued. The price is going up. No surprise here. Next one, Australian dollar to Japanese yen. Australian dollar to Japanese yen broke this horizontal support, which triggered a sell signal. I was looking for a bullish correction, but as we can see, the selling pressure is high. So in the midterm and long term, my view on this instrument is negative, obviously, but I was waiting for a positive price action here. It's not happening, so maybe we'll have a decline faster than later. American dollar to Danish krone, another instrument beloved by us recently, because that's the first week that we are having this instrument, but the technical situation here is just beautiful. So a downtrend, failed attempt to create they created the inverse head and shoulder formation, so a reversal pattern, but they failed to trigger a buy signal from it. Buy signal was created, okay, but it didn't give us a strong upswing. So instead of the inverse head and shoulder scenario, we got a wedge pattern, so a negative sign promoting sellers, breakout, sell signal, flag, breakout, sell signal, and now the price is having new midterm low, so we're on the lowest level since the middle of October, and this promotes a further decline. That's the situation on this exotic for some of the traders pair. Gold, still, I don't like the situation on gold. This support resistance, I think it's no longer, it's not respected anymore. What I would say that, the most respected pattern now would be, I guess, this flag here, and that's negative for buyers because this is a bearish flag, a downswing flag. It promotes a further downswing. We have to remember that we are very close to the long-term uptrend line, and that potentially is a very negative pattern which can promote us a test of the downtrend line, of the uptrend line. And well, every test of the uptrend line is a possible breakout, so buyers have to be extra careful with that. New Zealand dollar to Singaporean dollar, there is a fight between the flag and a pennant. I guess that the flag is winning right now. Flag is a trend continuation pattern. This pair respects those patterns. Downswing, here was a flag, downswing, wedge, downswing, a smaller flag, downswing, smaller flag, downswing, flag, downswing, flag. So history likes to repeat itself. What we should get is a downswing and a test of this long-term support. Let me show you this long-term support. It's here. So it creates a chance for a 90 pips downswing, which for this instrument is quite significant. American dollar to Polish zloty. I told you about the similarities here on this, on a daily chart. Here, the American dollar, it's a Danish crown. Look at that, this is just beautiful. Almost the same, H4, H4. So here also negative sentiment. The price should aim horizontal support here. on lows from the September. American dollar to Canadian dollar. My view on this instrument was negative. Today, well, yesterday, the pair surprised with a bullish upswing. Today also the same, but we are coming back to the direction showed us by this breakout here, the breakout of the lower line of the wedge formation. And also we're coming back to the main trend. Really, main trend was created at the beginning of 2016. Main downtrend, that's just a correction, long correction, but still did not manage to retrace. I think it retraced like 50% of this downswing. Oh, okay, almost 61.8. Still a correction though. So we got a breakout here of this support, downswing. That's another correction. So we're just coming back to the main trend, and I'm a trend follower. I like to follow trends, so I like this situation here. Breakout of the lower line of the wedge triggers a sell signal. Now we are about to make new daily lows, which can be possibly dangerous because, well, many buyers maybe thought after yesterday that there's a buy signal here, but I don't think so. I don't think that there's a buy signal here anymore. S&P 500, yes, as expected. Thanksgiving, well, Black Friday gives us new all-time highs, so that creates another support. Everything looks awesome for the buyers on S&P 500. Inverse head and shoulder formation, breakout, wedge, breakout, everything looks good. So the Americans are not only buying TV screens right now and MP3 players and mobiles, they are also buying shares on New York Stock Exchange. Maybe they think that they are cheap as well. That being said, 2,603 points on S&P 500. Congratulations to buyers on New York Stock Exchange. They have a really great imagination. American dollar to Singaporean dollar is going down as expected. It should be going down because that's what the technical analysis was telling us. Now I'm not well, I don't see a proper trading signal here. It was here when I draw this arrow. There was a sell signal. If somebody has a short position, well, there is no reason to close it right now, but there is no reason to open new position as well. American dollar to Chinese yuan, sharp reverse on a horizontal support. That is why we always say that with symmetric triangles, it would be nice to wait for the breakout of the resistance or the horizontal support first. This was far, so it was good to open short position here as well. Obviously, with a tight stop loss and fast change from the stop loss to break-even point. Currently, no trading signal. Negative sentiment, but no trading signal. American dollar to Swedish krona is showing us the beauty of the false breakout. So a bounce from the resistance. At some point, traders were thinking that they broke it, 38.2 and midterm downtrend line, but they didn't. So the price is now falling down. And that's our base scenario, like for euro to Japanese yen, which I was showing you. That's a perfect example of what's happening after false breakouts. Euro to Norwegian krone is still defending this horizontal support. We'll see for how long. As long as we are above, the sentiment is positive. Canadian dollar to Swiss franc broke the horizontal support here. Very important one. Look at that. Very ultra important one. They broke it, but now they test it as a closest resistance. Well, that's a sell signal still. but we have to wait for the weekly chart. So close of a weekly candle below the orange area, that's a sell signal. If they will manage to pull the price higher, sell signal will be denied. And DAX is celebrating with Americans as well. Maybe we don't have all-time highs, but we defended this horizontal support here. They have no government, but they have smiles on their faces because they are buying DAX. So you don't need a government to earn money on stocks. That being said, we can finish. Just a quick look on euro dollar, which, as you can see, is attacking the horizontal resistance again. That what was expected by us. So, and we can see that they are getting ready to increase the momentum and attack new midterm highs. For the new midterm highs, euro dollar needs like 8 pips. So I guess it eventually is going to happen. So, my friends, thanks very much for attending a daily analytical report. And now we'll have a short break, and after that, live trading webinar. So I will show you my trades, my 4 trades, which are doing good. And I will explain why I opened those positions. But well, I explained that today, but you still don't know which positions I have. So I advise you to attend this live trading session. Thanks very much, guys, and